Welcome to Shine Movement Space. In this full body routine, we'll start warming up our core and then move through some side leg, back extensor, and abdominal exercises. This class is great not only for beginners, but for those who might be recovering from illness, injury, or simply craving gentle movement. I hope this class helps you move your body with intention, get back to some of the basics of mat Pilates, and most importantly, feel restored. Find yourself a place to set up, and let's get moving and shine together. Hello, thanks for joining me today. This class is part of a beginner-friendly series, so if you're interested in more classes, be sure to save this video so that you can reference them in the description below. All right, let's get started. This class is a nice reset and refresh class, total body. I hope you enjoy. We are started seated on top of our sitting bones with our knees bent in front of us. We start with a nice long spine, and I want you to just take a moment and we're going to round the bottom of our spine by lifting through our lower abdominals to come off of our sitting bones, curling our spine into kind of a C curve position. I'm thinking of my abdominals scooping in and up towards my spine, and then let's come back on top of our sitting bones and sit nice and tall. Again, we inhale at the top. Exhale, we come off of our sitting bone by tucking our pelvis, our lower abs pull in and up, and then we come back on top of our sitting bones, stacking our spine nice and tall. When we come back on top of our sitting bones, I want you to make sure you still feel the top of your rib cage connected to the top of your hips, even though your spine comes straight. What I don't want to see is your back swaying and your rib cage opening in the front like this. So we try to keep our rib cage here and our hips connected. We exhale, roll back off, and we inhale, come on up, rounding our spine and warming up that lower back. And come on up. All right, let's bring our arms in front of us now. Let's do the same thing and roll down just a little bit further. We exhale, rolling off of our sitting bones, and we inhale, scoop to stack the spine. We exhale, rolling off our sitting bones. We inhale back here, then we exhale, scoop our spine, stacking back up nice and tall. Inhale here, exhale, rolling back off. And then we roll on back up. We exhale, rolling back, scooping those abdominals really towards your spine. And then we exhale to stack back up tall. If you start to feel this in your hip flexors, take your feet a little bit further away from you, and then really think of scooping those lower abdominals in and up, like the muscles that like the 4 inches below your belly button muscles. Try to activate and engage those, and it's going to help take the weight off of your hip flexors here, really firing them up. And let's do one more like that. And we scoop in and up. Let's fold forward, exhaling. Shake out those legs a little bit, and now let's add on to that. Bending your knees once more. We sit nice and tall on our sitting bones. We exhale, rolling on back. We lift our arms in line with our ears. We bring them forward and scoop it up. We exhale, scooping back. Arms in line with ears and forward and lift it up. Exhale. Feel your abdominals supporting you as your arms lift. Feel what's happening inside your body and focus on in. Good. Now we add the last piece here. We exhale. We lift up. We open side. And then we scoop it up. As your arms go side, We think about feeling our obliques fire up now. Notice what feels different when you open your arm side versus when they go overhead. Exhale. Lift, lower, open, close, and up. Let's do 2 more like that. Exhale. Lift, lower, open, close, and we scoop it up. And last one. Inhaling at the top, we exhale. We lift, lower, open, close, scoop higher, and come on up. Very nice. Fold forward, shake those legs out a little bit. And then we're going to swing our legs to the side into this mermaid-like position. Our hand comes in line with our shoulder. Our knees can be bent here. This is just going to be kind of a side plank prep. We're going to press down to lift from underneath, pressing down into the mat. We reach out and over, lifting our hips so that our side is reaching towards the ceiling. So our hips lift up, but I want you to think of the side of your body finding the ceiling. Underneath our body lifts to support. We're bending laterally. We feel a lift from underneath. And let's flow through that. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Warming up our spine, opening our hips a little bit. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 3 more. Making sure we're nice and strong through our shoulder, pressing down through the mat. Last one. Very nice. All right, let's lay onto our sides now. We're going to bend our knees in front of us about 90 degrees. We're laying our head on our arm. We're reaching our side body nice and long and lifted off the mat so that we're not sinking into the mat. We're thinking we lift a little bit from underneath and that top foot comes long in line with your hip. So make sure it's pointing straight out long. We flex our foot, reach that top foot just a tiny bit further towards the wall and relax. And we reach, lengthening through our hips and relax. We reach it long, long, long and relax. And we reach. Very nice. Kind of try to keep that length feeling. And now we lift and lower. We lift and lower. Thinking of energy coming out through our heel. Like we're trying to stamp our heel onto the wall to the side of us. Our abdominals stay nice and lifted. We feel even support from underneath on that bottom side of our body. Energy out through that heel. Try not to let that leg creep forward. Sometimes it likes to swing forward a little bit. Good. Find your own pace and your own rhythm. Making sure that the lift is the same length as the lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And wherever you're at, let's just do 2 more. Like this anyway. Very nice. Leave your leg hip level. The knee is going to bend over that front knee and press out. So the tendency is going to be for your hips to shift around to accommodate that weight coming forward. I want you to try to keep your pelvis nice and still as possible. The rest of your body also. If you need support on the hand in the front, you may put your fingertips on the floor, that's fine, but try not to let the shoulder fall forward. Keeping that foot parallel to the floor, really engaging those abdominals as the foot comes forward. You might feel them fire up just a little bit more. You probably are really feeling that glute med and that hip fire up. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Leave your foot long, point your foot, and then we have little rainbow shapes, half moons, whatever you'd like to think of today. We lift it up and front and up and back. Now, as we do this, again, our spine might want to shift, our pelvis might want to shift. We try to keep it nice and calm, minimizing the arching of our back and just feeling the control, using our breath. We have 2 more. And 1 more. If you need a break, take a moment, bend your knee. If not, we're going to straighten our legs, straighten out that bottom leg, flex both feet actually. So toes pointing towards the screen. We're going to lift that top leg and lower it down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. We think of those inner thighs kind of zipping together, like there's little magnets bringing your bottom foot to your top one, or leg actually. Let's think of bottom leg to the top leg instead of just the foot. Exhaling to lift. And then we hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower with control, bend your knees. Give that hip some well-deserved relief here. Very nice. Let's roll onto our backs now. We're just going to take a moment and get grounded here. So, feel your mid back in the mat. Your lower back might not be completely into the mat, but you want to be able to feel grounded and not like your back is arching here. So find a nice exhale. Feel grounded. Feel the bottom of your rib cage connect to the top of your hips. Very nice. From here, we lift one leg to 90 and lower, little marches. Exhaling to lift and lower. Neck is nice and long on the mat, so try to make sure your head is not scrunched. Try to lengthen. We lift and lower. You may feel your lower abs start to fire up. We're really just finding our inner groundedness and calmness on this move. And then we lift both legs up to a 90-degree or tabletop position. Lower abs are definitely fired up now. All right. From here, we tap our toe and lift, and tap our toe down and lift. The key to this move is making sure that we keep that space behind our knee. So if you close off your knee and just bend and hinge at the knee, you're not going to feel it as much as if you think of moving from your hip and reaching away from your body. Really keep that rib cage closed I know when I'm talking, I tend to let it sneak open. So ground your rib cage. Feel your rib to hip connection. Very nice. I'm feeling the shakes, come on. Let's do one more. From here, legs stay up, feet stay together, knees open and close. Opening into a diamond shape with my knees. Open and close. My feet are going to stay together. Thinking of my external rotators here. If you feel, you can feel it on the side of your thighs, maybe. You might feel those muscles working for you. Some of them anyway. We open and close. Good, we can add a head, neck, and shoulder lift on the close with an exhale. As we exhale, we scoop our abdominals in and up. Lower and lift and lower and lift. Thinking of our abdominals flattening towards our spine. Our shoulders are out of our ears. Arms are reaching forward. Very nice. Let's do two more. And one more. Stay up. Arms come behind your head to support your neck. You cross your body, finding an oblique twist, and come back center. Exhale and inhale. Thinking of bringing your opposite armpit toward your opposite knee, reaching up and over with a nice exhale. You can lower down with your head in between each oblique twist, or you can choose to hover in the center, keeping your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. That is up to you today, and really, every day is going to feel different. So you choose what your body needs today. Maybe you're a little tired and need to rest and just want to activate those muscles. You come down in between, it's okay. And if you want a little more of a challenge, you lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Don't let this feel like you have to do it or else you're not succeeding at the exercise. Succeeding is choosing the version that's right for you, that you can hold your form, right? Let's do one more. Lower down with control. Hug your knees towards your chest. Very good, and thanks for listening to my little speech there. Okay, we are going to extend our knees further away. Arms come in line with the ears. They circle open. We nod our chin, and we roll on up. Let's do the side body on the other side now. So what is that for me? That's this side. Okay, arm comes in line with the shoulder again. Our knees are in that mermaid position. We reach out, lifting our side towards the ceiling. We exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Lifting those hips. Thinking of the side, reaching towards the ceiling. And what really helps is when we lift from underneath as well. So these muscles are also supporting us. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale. And inhale. And inhale. Let's do two more. Really trying to deepen that curve of the spine. Very nice. Let's come all the way on our sides now. Knees are bent in front of us. Hair check for a second. All right. Knees are stacked. Hips are stacked on top of each other. Nice and calm. We reach our top foot long. We flex our foot. We take a moment and set ourselves by reaching that top heel longer and relax. Reach it longer, like you're growing taller out of your pelvis. Reach it. Feel lifted and supported from underneath. Exhale, reach it long. Might not move much, but we want to initiate that long feeling of energy coming out of our pelvis, our leg, and our foot. Very nice. We leave it feeling long and we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Making sure our abdominals are supporting us. We lift and lower, sending energy out of our heel, finding a rhythm that works for us. Knee is pointed towards the camera, toes are pointed towards the camera or screen, I guess I should say, for you. We lift and lower. This is one of those exercises that might, for some people, start off feeling like it's not much, but it quickly starts to fire up your glute medius, the abductors. Yeah, I need to think about that for a second. The side of your leg. Keeping that leg nice and long, not letting it sneak forward. I just caught myself. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. We hover our leg at hip level. We bend our knee forward and press energy out through that heel nice and long. Bending forward, pressing long. Remember that our hips and pelvis stay nice and calm. You might feel your abdominals fire up a little bit as that leg comes forward, as they should. They're trying to help us support that extra weight in front of our body, right? If you have your hand in front, just make sure your shoulder's not falling forward or collapsing. We bend and press that energy long. We bend it in, press it long. Ooh, I'm feeling that fire up. Bend it in and press it long. Finding that inner calm now through the shakes. And bend. And press. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Leave that leg long. Point your toes now. Rainbows on the other side. Lifting up and over, making little half circles. While trying to keep the pelvis calm, so not swaying the back. Staying nice and still. Whew. Smiling through the shakes or breathing. Really important is that you breathe through the shakes. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Bring that leg to the center. Bottom leg comes long. Take a break if you need it. It's okay. Flex your feet. If not, and lift that bottom leg to the top. And lower. And lift. Feeling like your bottom leg is zipping in and up towards that top leg. You can check your balance with that arm on your side. Staying nice and long through your hips. I know sometimes this hip likes to hike up closer to our torso, so try to stay nice and long. We have 3 more. Last one. We hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower with control. Bend your knees. Give that hip a little bit of love. Very nice. We're rolling onto our backs now. One more time. We step our feet a little closer to our bum, to our glutes. Feet try to point straight forward. Shoulders rolled down and back. We feel a neutral spine in the mat, feeling the back of our pelvis nice and heavy. Then we press through our heels and lift our pelvis straight up towards the ceiling, lower down. We lift and lower. Nice exhale to lift, thinking of those hip bones coming straight towards the ceiling. Pressing down through those feet, nice and calm. Squeezing, activating those glutes as well, of course. Let's do 2 more, and then we take a little break by changing our arm position here. Good, lower all the way to the mat. Take your arms. I know it's gonna feel and look a little funny, but it's all part of it, I promise. Put them in a 90-90 position. Now, if your rib cage popped open here, I want you to think of closing it by pressing the middle of your back towards the mat. Try to keep that rib cage nice and close, and we do the same thing. We lift and lower. We lift and lower. How are you doing? Lift and lower. Finding our glutes and lower. Very good. On the next one, we stay up. We're going to lower about halfway and lift. We lower halfway and lift. And lift. Very nice. You have a few more like this. Opening our chest with our hands in this position should feel pretty nice, actually, if you spend your day at a desk or on your phone. We have 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it at the top. We extend our arms overhead nice and long, and then this is going to feel lovely, guys. We lay down our spine, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. From the very top of our spine, through our mid-back, and finally our lower back, and setting our pelvis on the mat. Very nice. Stretch your legs long. Feel that length and space you just created. Shake it out. All right. Bend your knees one more time. We're just going to take a moment. We cross this ankle over that bottom knee. We're going to bring that knee towards our chest and just stretch out that hip in a figure 4 stretch. That hip did a lot for us when we were working on our side body. You can rock side to side if that feels nice, or you can keep that foot on the floor. Whatever feels best for your body today. And then let's switch sides. Finding that ankle crossed over that top or bottom knee. You can stay here or you can pull it up to that figure 4 position. Breathing into the stretch. Keep breathing. It will help, I promise. I know it's an intense stretch for some people. All right, lower with control. We're turning over to our stomach for the last part here. So roll on over to your stomach. You're going to have your mat, or your feet about mat width apart. Heels are falling inwards, toes are facing outward. Hands are going underneath your shoulders. Neck is nice and long on the mat. Shoulders are rolled down and back. We inhale, rolling our shoulders down and back, engaging our abdominals from underneath to support. And we exhale, lift that chest off the mat, pressing slightly into those hands if needed. And then we lower down. We exhale, lift it up. Abdominal support from underneath. We feel our pubic bone into the mat so that our bum is not popping up. We lift and lower. And when you're ready, if you'd like to add something more, here's the next layer. We alternate, one arm reaches back and we switch. Exhale to lift and lower, feeling the lift come from our back, our upper back. And if you'd like to add the last element, this is up to you. You can reach both arms back on the lift. Thinking of opening your heart, shining it forward. Remembering to engage from underneath as well. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Lower down. Very nice. Bend your knees. Sway them side to side a little bit. Well done today. Press yourself back into a child's pose position. Stretching your lower back. And you can add little half circles with your bum if that feels good for you, or just stay in that child's pose stretch. All right, very nice. Let's find a comfortable seated position now. And end as we normally do by inhaling, scooping up all that good energy, and exhale, let it all go. You have 2 more. Inhale and exhale, and 1 more. Inhale, scoop up that energy, bring it to your heart. Feel your heart beating beneath your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, thank your body for moving for you today, for the ability and gift of movement. Inhale. Thank your mind for allowing yourself the space to concentrate on you for a few moments. And inhale. On the exhale, let your arms float open. Open your eyes, roll your shoulders up, down, and back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel refreshed, reset in your body and your mind, and I hope you continue to shine. Bye. Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support and I hope you'll join me again.